Process of Knowing, Activity, Discovery, and Dialogue Views of David Osubal Pay 5 Odisha B.Ed and Education Honours. Process of Knowing, Activity, Discovery, and Dialogue Views of David Osubal. Introduction. The process of knowing refers to how individuals acquire, understand, and internalize knowledge. Educational psychologists and philosophers like David Osubal have contributed significantly to our understanding of how learning takes place in the human mind. David Osubal, an American psychologist, is best known for his theory of meaningful verbal learning and subsumption theory. His ideas stand somewhat in contrast to discovery learning approaches advocated by others like Bruner or Piaget. However, Osubal offered a cognitive and structured approach to how learners organize and retain knowledge meaningfully, emphasizing the importance of prior knowledge. In this answer, we'll explore Osubal's perspective on the process of knowing, focusing on how he viewed activity, discovery, and dialogue within his framework. 1. David Osubal's educational philosophy. Osubal's key concern was with how people learn large bodies of meaningful information. He proposed that the most important single factor influencing learning is what the learner already knows. Ascertain this and teach him accordingly. This insight forms the foundation of his learning theory, which includes meaningful learning versus rote learning, subsumption theory, advanced organizers, the role of prior knowledge. His theory emphasizes receptive learning. Teacher provides structured information over discovery learning, but not as passive, it is active in the mind, where new knowledge is meaningfully anchored to existing cognitive structures. 2. Meaningful learning, the core of knowing. Definition. Meaningful learning occurs when new information is related to prior knowledge in a way that makes sense to the learner. This involves mental activity, organization, and integration of ideas. Unlike rote learning, memorization without understanding, meaningful learning leads to deeper comprehension, promotes long-term retention, facilitates transfer of knowledge. Osubal argued that knowledge is best acquired through organized verbal learning, not through unstructured discovery. 3. Activity in learning, cognitive activity over physical. A. Osubal's view of activity. Osubal did not promote activity-based learning in the physical sense, like experiments or manipulatives, as much as others like Dewey or Bruner. Instead, he believed that mental or cognitive activity is more critical than physical activity. True activity happens in the mind when a learner organizes and relates new information to existing concepts. B. Internal activity. Learners are not passive recipients. They actively engage mentally with the material. They try to assimilate new knowledge into their cognitive structure. C. Receptive versus discovery learning. Mode. Definition. Osubal's view. Receptive learning. Learner receives the content in final form. Most efficient for meaningful learning. Discovery learning. Learner finds concepts independently. Less effective for complex knowledge. Osubal maintained that well-organized instruction, even when delivered by the teacher, still demands mental activity from the learner. 4. Discovery, critique and controlled use. A. Osubal's view on discovery learning. He was a vocal critic of unguided discovery learning. He believed that complex knowledge, like math, science, cannot be efficiently learned through self-discovery by children. Discovery learning is often inefficient, time-consuming, and may lead to misconceptions. However, he acknowledged that discovery has a role in early childhood learning for enhancing curiosity and motivation. when guided or structured. B. Discovery as mental reconstruction. In Osubel's framework, discovery occurs internally when a student sees how new knowledge fits with prior knowledge. Discovery is not about finding facts but about realizing relationships. See example. A teacher introduces the concept of photosynthesis through a detailed diagram and explanation, using prior concepts like sunlight, water, and plant growth. The student discovers the pattern and connects it meaningfully in their mental framework. That is Osubel's kind of discovery, a cognitive insight, not experimental. 5. Dialogue, teacher-learner interaction. A. Role of dialogue in Osubel's theory. Although Osubel emphasized verbal learning, he did not see students as passive listeners. He valued interaction and explanation in the form of teacher-structured lectures, advance organizers, questioning and clarification, verbal explanation by learners. B. Advance organizers. One of Osubel's most famous contributions, advance organizers, are introductory materials presented before the learning task to help bridge new content with existing knowledge. This is a form of structured dialogue between the teacher and learner. Helps learners to orient their thinking. Encourages internal dialogue in learners' minds. Stimulates active participation. C. Dialogic explanation. Teachers explain abstract ideas by relating them to learners' everyday experiences. Learners respond, question, and clarify. This verbal interaction builds understanding. D. Example. Before teaching the concept of democracy, a teacher discusses students' experience of school elections. This helps learners verbalize prior understanding, setting the stage for more abstract knowledge. 6. Subsumption theory, the mental process of knowing. A. Key concepts. Subsumption is the process by which new material is linked to relevant existing ideas, subsumes, in the learner's cognitive structure. The new knowledge is assimilated, not added as isolated facts. B. Types of subsumption. Type. Description. Correlative subsumption. New concept refines or extends existing knowledge. Derivative subsumption. New concept is an example of a broader existing idea. C. Progressive differentiation and integrative reconciliation. Progressive differentiation, teaching general concepts before details. Integrative reconciliation, helping students integrate related concepts to avoid confusion. These processes occur in the mind through structured mental activity, supported by verbal guidance from the teacher. 7. Comparison, Osubel versus constructivist approaches. Aspect. Osubel. Constructivists, example Piaget, Brunner. View of learning. Meaningful verbal learning. Active discovery learning. Cognitive, mental. Physical, experiential. Role of dialogue. Structured, teacher-led. Open, peer-led. Curriculum. Organized, sequenced. Flexible, exploratory. Efficiency. High for abstract knowledge. Less efficient. 8. Classroom implications. Teaching element. Osubel's suggestions. Curriculum design. Organize content from general to specific. Teaching method. Use advanced organizers, structured explanations. Assessment. Focus on understanding, not memorization. Teacher's role. Organizer and explainer of knowledge. Learner's role. Active cognitive participant, not a passive listener. Use of dialogue. Encourage questioning, clarification, elaboration. 9. Relevance of Ausubel today. Ausubel's theory is particularly useful for secondary and higher education, abstract and conceptual subjects, math, science. Lesson planning with clear objectives and structure. Scaffolding learning through verbal cues and supports. In the age of constructivism, his ideas provide a balance by reminding educators that clarity, structure, and connection to prior knowledge are essential for meaningful learning. 10. Conclusion. David Ausubel's view of the process of knowing emphasizes the importance of structured learning, mental activity, and the anchoring of new knowledge in prior knowledge. While he did not prioritize hands-on activity or open-ended discovery, he advocated for active cognitive engagement through verbal instruction, advanced organizers, and dialogue. He made it clear that meaningful learning is not passive, but involves a thoughtful integration of new and existing knowledge, thus representing a deep internal process of activity, discovery, and dialogue.